Hello and welcome to our live this evening. And today we're going to carry on with our 30 Microsoft 365 tips in 30 days. So I'm David from Illumino IT, and welcome to those of you watching us live, and welcome to those of you also who might be joining us on the recording. So as you've seen with these sessions so far, we basically share one tip each evening, generally regarding Microsoft 365. So we haven't really been much into email so far in terms of this series. So we still know that email is a really important communication method. It's still used by a lot of businesses. It's still kind of one of the most used kind of communication forms there are. Even though some things are moving into Teams, Slack, for example, chat is becoming a lot more kind of popular. Email still dominates in terms of business communication, I'd say. So today we're going to look at a couple of things that you can do in Outlook to streamline your workflow. So the first thing we're going to look at is search folders. So have you ever lost emails because you can't find them, in terms of maybe you've been sent emails from someone, but you're looking for a quick way to get those emails and the search just isn't doing what you need? Well, search folders will allow you to set up a folder that already has all of that person's email in there, for example, or based on a different criteria. Also, you can have all your emails based on certain criteria in one place already, so you don't have to go kind of building your searches each time you need to do that. And then secondly, we're going to look at a feature that just allows you to create a meeting straight off the bat from an email that you receive. Because lots of times you might receive an email, you'll think to yourself, oh, I really should create a meeting based on this email because there's stuff in here that we really need to discuss. Well, this feature lets you do it very quickly, very easily, and also lets you bring all the information in from the email into the meeting. Okay, without further ado, let's share my screen and I can show you these two features. Okay, here we go. There we go. So we're actually not going to start this time. So we are actually here in the Office 365 portal, but we're actually going to use the Outlook client for the session this evening. So let's open up our Outlook client here. There we go. So you can see here that I've been receiving some interesting emails based on the other sessions that we've been doing. This is my test user here. And we were talking about search folders. I'm going to show you very quickly that I've already created one search folder, which, let me just try that again. Sorry. So I've already created one search folder here on the left-hand side, and that is picking up all the messages that are sent by my main email address. So you can see there's 3 unread messages in there, and I haven't had to do anything in here to actually kind of search for these emails. The search folder's there. Everything that comes in from David from that account also appears directly in that search folder. It's not in 2 places. The search folder just basically brings together everything that's in your other mailbox, and it brings that all together and just gives you a nice view of it in one place. So I hear you asking, how do we set these up? So on the screen here, you'll see that we have the folder. I think so. We need to go into folder up here at the top in the ribbon, and there's an option here for new search folder. So we're going to click on new search folder here, and then this gives us some choices as to what email we actually want going into that search folder or kind of appearing in the search folder. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose to have mail that's flagged for follow-up. So let's click on OK there. There we go. So we don't have anything at the moment in this search folder. So let's go back into our inbox, and we're going to mark one of these for follow-up. So I want to follow up on this tomorrow. Okay, right. Can you now see that directly after I did that, one email has now appeared in the search folder. So I'll go in here and there we go. So I can find that email really easily straight off the bat. I don't have to do those kind of, sort by columns to try and find those emails that are flagged and bring them to the top. I've now got a search folder that's on the left-hand side there that's already there for use, and it contains all of those items that are flagged. And that's it. So 2 of those search folders. We can also then customize these search folders. So here's this button here, customize it. And we can change the name, for example. So say if I created one, if we had a search folder for 2 people, 2 different people with the same name, we might want to put a different identity on them so that we can kind of distinguish between the 2 of them. So we can just customize the name there a bit. And that's it. So there is search folders, very simple. Just go to the folder tab on the ribbon, new search folder, choose your criteria, and you'll have a nice folder there on the left hand side, and you can create as many of those as you want. A really nice view. If I want to get rid of the search folder, so let's get rid of the search folder. We'll right click on it, delete the folder here. And as you can see, it will tell me that the items contained in the folder will not be deleted. It's a view, it's not the actual message that you're going to be deleting. So you can also delete that search folder without worrying about those messages going missing. Okay, there we go. So the next feature that I want to show you to save some time and also make sure that you capture all information that you need ready for a meeting potentially is the ability to create a meeting direct from an email. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my inbox, and I have a email that I've created earlier here. So I'm just going to send an email here. So let's send this email. There we go. Okay, so this email should be arriving anytime soon. There we go. Okay, so we've just received this email here. So you can see that the email has come in. This meeting could definitely do with, sorry, this email could definitely do with the meeting. Can't they all? Okay, so let's click here on this email. And all we need to do is, if you have a look up here on the top of the bar, we have a button there that says meeting. So here's a button there that says meeting. Click on meeting. And there we go. So it's taken the title of the email and put it as the title. It's also then added in the body of the email. So if there was a list of points, for example, that someone wanted to discuss with you, which would be nice, wouldn't it, before a meeting? So if there's a list there, then you can see all those. They go into the body of the meeting. Also, then you can customize the date and time, and the required person will be the person that sent you the email to begin with, because it will assume that you want to have the meeting with that person. But of course, you can change this. You can add people in, you can take people away, and you can add locations, and we can even change it into a Teams meeting if we feel. So that's the second really easy tip within Outlook to just try and streamline your day a bit. So we've been through search folders. So folder and then create search folder. Base it on the criteria that you want the messages to appear in there. It's just the view, so you can delete it, you can modify it without worrying about the original messages. And then we looked at creating a meeting from an email, which basically moves all the information from that email into a meeting body, and then you can customize that meeting to suit the requirements for discussing that topic. Okay, so just before I go, I'm going to remind you of our website, which is illuminoit.co.uk, illuminoit.co.uk. Head on over there for blogs, for guides, for videos as well, and we'll also make sure we link all of these playlists into the website so that you can get at them easily. We've up to about 20, we're definitely over the 20 now anyway, kind of getting on for the 30. So yeah, head on over to the website and sign up for the mailing list also to get notified of new content that we're posting. Okay, and the Facebook group is Your Illumino IT, Your Illumino IT. That's because it's a group for you and your peers to get in there, kind of discuss technology aspects, kind of things that are kind of proving difficult for you. We can also help you with them then, and kind of if there are any questions that we see we can answer, then we'll be more than happy to kind of discuss those in the Facebook group. It would be really great to have you there. Okay, thanks very much for joining this evening, and we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.